Good afternoon. Following the two videos that we posted, this is my third video introducing myself, talking to you a little bit more about me. My name is Dr. Ali Rahimi. I am by training a medical professional, internist cardiologist with subspecialty in cardiology and geriatric cardiology. All my career devoted to teaching, research, and leadership position. I'm currently retired, and as part of my retirement, although I stayed active in research, and I have an organization called Southeastern Georgia Geriatrics that get me involved to have my brain working. We provide research component, teaching reorganization for those institutions or those organizations that wants help from us. But the majority of my time in retirement, I spend reading and researching. Because of my family history, my dad always worked as a civil servant, and all his career devoted to serving people in different position and leadership position until he was dismissed after revolution in Iran. From the very childhood, we were engaged in social activities. My dad and my mom both were avid readers and make us read every night, every day. From the very beginning, we went to, there was a society called the Iranian American Society, which was part of the Fulbright and the Peace Corps, and they had classes. We went to elementary classes, proficiencies, and all of those. It was 12th grade, and I started from age 6, and I finished at about 12, learning English. At any rate, we were listening to the radio. My dad, back then there was no TV then, until the TV came, and then we were listening to the news, and after news, my dad was interpreting the news, talking about the world, the Kennedy. I remember we talked about the Kennedy when Kennedy was assassinated. We were on the radio listening to the first man went on the moon, discussing all of those. So we were very much involved in social event, politics, and after my retirement, I start using that part of me to delve into this a little bit further, and by seeing some of the event in America, such as our election, the discussion about the corruption in election, and the ballot, and all of the things inspired me to read more. And so I started reading from the very beginning. I went to learning about the history of man. I went through the democracy, the ancient and Roman democracy. Then I went through all the events after Renaissance, and many other things that to understand more about our society or America, and also our relationship with the foreign countries, European and Middle Eastern, for that matter. The involvement of America with Iranian government and the Iranian government activity in the Middle East, in Lebanon, attack to the American embassy, their attack in Argentina, many attack in San Bernardino in United States, the event of the some of the corruption of some of the politicians. All of those kind of inspire me to read more, to understand, and then be able as a citizen to think about it and to write about it. So I started writing blogs, blog with regard to the current event. There was news about something in Europe. I wrote about it, and I wrote something about it, and I put it as a blog, discuss it with my family, with my children, my wife, my children, all kind of encouraged me to do more. My friends, they called me and they asked me to discuss with them what I meant when I said we have to get more involved with European, and why America must stay in the leadership position in Europe and Middle East. Why we have to have a more accountable government and policymakers. I remember all the time when we were growing up, my dad was telling me that there are differences between the statesman and the politician. The politician are the people that are professional, that they do politics. Statesmen are those who decide and then who care about the country. Not the politician don't care, but there's a difference between a statesman and a politician. So I started digging into this, and as a result of that, I wrote a book called Democracy. Because democracy is well seated in this country, and everybody's versed. However, we need more documentation, more writing, which is a simple kind of writing to be easy read and be easy understood. So I wrote it in a try to a very simple language, but because many of the democracy that is not being practiced is outside United States and outside Europe, so I kind of swing the discussion of democracy to Middle East and Iran. So the book discussed democracy in particular, and specifically a little bit about the democracy and in Middle East and relationship with Middle East and European countries. Because of the event and the question about the integrity of the voting system and all the issues that we had since 2016 and 20 and 24, I wrote a book with regard to the ballot and betrayal, that how the system can really go in a not necessarily a wrong way, but in a different way that could be improved and become more accountable. I talked about the issue that we have in the United States. I wrote a book called The Mirage of Unity, that are we really having a unity, or we have to work on it. In all my blogs, I focus on the leadership and leading democracy in the world by United States. Over the course of 100 years, the United States has been supporting Europe, has been supporting globally. We are one of the countries that invest more in the cultural and technological issue in different countries. We are beacon of AIDS and hope in many countries, and sometimes during Obama's it started with Clinton, Obama, and then Bush, and even President Trump. We decided as a country to kind of come out of the Middle East and go to the Southeast Asia, and then we see the results of the turmoil that I believe is because of the lack of American presence. That's the way I look into it, and as a result of that, I wrote about that and put it in my blog. In any rate, there is the ballot and betrayal delve into the issue of the democracy, issue of the voting system, and how we have to improve this situation and condition. Also, I was looking in my old country, and I was looking at the event after World War II, why some of our politician and a statement get intertangled with each other, and some of our statesmen were pushed aside. There are two fantastic gentlemen, one of them called Muhammad Ali Fouroui, that he was a prime minister to Reza Shah the Great, and then another gentleman, Hassan Rushdie. He was a teacher, and he in 1900, in the early 1900, he established a new educational system and a school system and a new curriculum based on European middle school or high school curriculum. But immediately they pushed aside by religious people and clergies and ayatollahs, and this is really, those two were statesmen, and then the politician came, and then there was a compromise between politics and religion, and that's resulted, to my belief, resulted in the revolution in 1979. So I wrote a book about them. I wrote about Fouroui, I wrote about Rushdie. All of my books are in English, but I thought maybe those people have those Iranian and those people who speak Farsi and Persian, I should share that with them. So we translate all of them, and all of them are available in Farsi and English. I started this channel, and I want to start a conversation with you. I ask you to contribute to this channel. This is a dynamic, and it could be an academic channel that we're going to talk about politics, social issues, social graces. We talk about social behavior. We can talk about medicine. I'm a very good teacher. I have published more than 100 articles. I have done many original research. So we can talk about politics, academic. We can talk about medicine. I can give advice. I'm a very good practitioner and diagnostician. We can talk about health and well-being. But I want your opinion to tell me, what do you want me to do, and how we can collaborate with each other and take this up to educate more. I learn from you. You inspire me to go and do research and provide information, and eventually you and me can make other people more understanding, because I do believe sustaining democracy, sustaining freedom, sustaining the freedom of choice, the only way to sustain them is to understand the human rights, understand the democracy in depth, not just as a hearsay, just have a depth of knowledge in the social issues, social structures, and political structures. And I believe you and me can do this together. Let's talk more.